So judging by our score now, we're 1-5, which puts us as tied for last. We came here to win as much as we could, and we're here trying our best, so we'll just kind of take it day by day.
Smithy could steal across the wall with the blast cone. He's gonna jump in. And Smithy gets it! The hope is alive as Team Liquid take down RNG.
一开始就觉得就能拿1胜就拿1胜，但是没想到变成6连，所以是非常惊讶。
Gets away, Yasuo in the front line gets 2.
For the Forge God from behind, EVOS will not go quietly into the night. Keep your eyes on Reckless. He's caught, he's silenced, he's feasted, but he's not dead yet. Finally, Xiaohu takes him down. Ole goes down, Doblelift follows. Nobody from Kim Zone dies.
I'm definitely having fun this tournament.
He's slow. My pizza.
I have to kill him. He was killing me. Sorry.
I just hope we can win even more, so there's even more time to have fun.
Flex pick as well. Cyan mid is like totally a reasonable champion as well, so I really do like how Fnatic have set up for their last pick. They've got a lot of moving parts. Like, heck, I've even seen Cyan support for what that's worth, unlikely as it may be, and I want to see if they find some crazy good matchups as a result of these.
I definitely am expecting it to be Cyan top, though, because that was, to me, the kind of band that was conspicuously missing here when you looked up at the top lane for the tanks that Bobo had been playing. And also something lacking from Team Liquid's comp is Engage. I do think that having the Malzahar as a way to kind of go the flash ulti can be pretty strong, and this is a pick that, when I was talking with a lot of people earlier today, this is something I wanted to see from Pobelter. You need to see, the top lane tank. You want to see the kind of control mage here from Pobelter. Keep him out of the side lanes, give, more kind of straightforward path to victory.
Let's see, for Caps here, is a man who plays basically everything in the mid lane, and whenever you blind pick against him, he probably has some wonderful counter ready. In this one here, it could still be the Rakan mid lane, and then Karma down for the bot lane. It is an option for them, otherwise they just put Karma mid, of course. Yep. And it actually becomes a composition built a lot around Reckless, and they did focus on that back in Europe. It's not been the main focus for Fnatic during MSI group stages, where Caps has been the big carry.
And I think even if they were considering having that Rakan mid, when you see the Malzahar locked in, I think you kind of have to abandon ship on that. That would be, an incredibly hard matchup, I do think, for kind of a playmaker like Rakan. But having the Karma is going to give you push there. There's a lot of protection now for Reckless. You have a double AD carry, very easy to pick up things like an Ardent Sensor, like an Athene's, and really kind of be this more supportive pushing mid. You're playing into a Malzahar where Banner is going to be very effective. So certainly a strong team fighting comp here, you have to say, from Fnatic.
Yeah, but we also have to say that they made some interesting choices, and maybe some choices people can criticize after the game in this pick and ban phase here. They had the option of running Zyra Rakan, they took Sivir instead. They've had the option to counter pick for Caps in the mid.
Lots of support for them.
Yeah, this one knocked into the air, but Ole is actually a flash auto W from getting a kill, but this Ignite is on, and they might have the damage output. He's going to drop first blood for Pobelter.
And Pobelter getting that is actually really big. He could go back and get his tier straight up. Starting with the tier on Malzahar is an insane start, because really, the early levels until you get that first base are where you wouldn't have picked it. But there were so many other issues for Fnatic, for Team Liquid in those early days. And Smithy up here on the top side.
That's already flashed down. He's going to pick up the axe and get the slows. This could be a kill. Whipple does not have any way out. The silence, the axe, he gets the shield and doesn't get the trade. Smithy got a flash out for this one. Kill in the top lane for Team Liquid.
Nicely done from Team Liquid just to move up to the top side. Smithy absorbing all that pressure, gets a kill, but it is too flat already, and he is very good in those situations where he's not easy to pick off. And this is one of them on the chokeout.
Looking to pick him off here. 3 coming out of the bot lane. Whipple starts out with the ultimate. Brox is here with a red buff, and Impact can only maybe chomp a minion. Does not dodge the knockup. Here comes more. That's going to be a kill. The first on the board for Fnatic. Maybe a sign of good things to come.
And while this happened, Caps died top lane because Ole just ulted in with the Tom Kench, and Polebuilder was already there. So the secure kill for Team Liquid on top lane. Fnatic will get one bot, and they're now trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 turret.
And Impact just not thinking he can get out there. A little bit surprised to not see him actually try to run down and perhaps retreat back to that turret. Maybe just making the call that, hey, even if I flash, I'm still going to get flash followed and die, and that may not be. Just decides to hold on, but Polebuilder's looking for Hylissang.
Hylissang Polebuilder does have ultimate flashes in. He's going to find that one. Broxy can show up a little bit. It's not going to be enough. A solo kill for Polebuilder, popping the 2 summoners. He gets that one picked off.
We get Ghost. We have Shirelles as well. You cannot run away from this Malzahar. He will get to you and lock you down. Team Liquid are still looking at this Fnatic comp and saying, we are not really afraid of your damage. Your AD carry is only sitting on an almost completed Zeal item, so we still have plenty of time of just forcing plays.
They actually get something done on this push, and Impact is going to actually move over towards the mid lane here and try to force.
Ooh, a knockup. They might knock down Graves. No, walks away. Not going to take too much more. But curtain call is on. They're going to block for Caps. He gets out of that circle. And a couple of shots coming through. Not going to land much more out of Doblelift. Another knockup comes in towards Impact. Walks back away with the silence.
They are getting kind of poked out, though, by these ricochets here and from Caps as well. You can see, Polebuilder down to around half HP, which is kind of a scary point for this Malzahar. And Ricochet's constantly removing his spell shield as well. It's a very, very frustrating champion for him to deal with.
And that's going to be the turret falling to open inhibitor now. Do Fnatic choose to fight for this despite Baron buff and the gold lead still being on Caps box forwards? Hylissang is on the back line. A huge knockup. Fnatic get the kill on Polebuilder. And now Impact has to run. Broxa on the chase. Graves hoping to send him down. Ole's going to fall. 3 for 0 with a team. But Smithy and Doblelift on the run.
They want more.
They're going to flash. They're going to get out. But is there a chase for Caps? The big kill. He gets number 4. As Jin answers back for 1. Now has to run for dear life. Fnatic suddenly 5-5 in kills. That was mandatory.
Fnatic, they've been sitting back for 30 minutes. They've been stalling, they've been waiting, and then they get a big, big team fight. Reckless is not even at his 3rd item yet, but they still managed to win it because Hylissang lands the perfect engage.
Yeah, Team Liquid kind of bunching up as they saw Fnatic moving forward, and Hylissang finding a great engage with Polebuilder already low on HP. Doesn't even get his ultimate out there to kind of return fire. And Fnatic going to buy themselves a lot of time in this game. Knock down a turret, get a bunch of kills. It's a big deal for them.
Had they lost that fight, game over. Team Liquid had it in the back then. They would just been able to finish it. But by Fnatic winning, despite still being down in gold, behind in items, down 2 Infernal Drakes, they actually managed to stay alive for longer. Let's see the engage once again.
And they're trying to funnel out. But look at this. Catching Polebuilder was already at half health. He just gets the lead. Whippo flashing in, following to get that kill, and it's full retreat for TL.
And another thing there, Hylissang, after landing knockup, he then flashed on to Doblelift, still with the charm active, to make sure that Doblelift couldn't deal any damage. And this is, of course, a Jin with like 500-600
on the bottom side, but they're looking to engage.
Can they find the targets there? Looking for Root. They get the front line. The knockup is there. Will it be Graves falling? Down to 1,000 health. Does kite away. Now looking for the next side of this one. A big chunkin'. A quick save. Double gets the kill on a Hylissang. Re-engage. Smithy is low. 5v4 though. Whippo takes a lot of damage, but Double steps up.
Oh,
He's too far. Whippo gets the kill, but it's a trade in the back line as Impact chomps one down. 4v3, but the health bars and position looks better for Fnatic. A 3v3 as Liquid runs away.
Oh, Smith is still around. Whippo moving in with Caps and Reckless. Team Liquid, they had that fight, but then Doblelift stepped forward in the front line, took a bunch of hits in his face, and ended up dying.
Yeah, it goes down, and it's actually Fnatic going to try to force this Baron, but there's a smite available for Smithy, and I think they're just trying to draw them in and try to turn for this fight, but I don't know if you want to risk this.
7,000 health on Baron. Yeah, there's no way you go for the 50-50.
Has flash. This is not a 50-50. This is
90-10. It would be an almost miracle to take it away. So it's only smite. This shouldn't be an issue for Liquid to secure. Brox is still not in range.
They're waiting
He's
for
there in a few seconds, waiting for the chomp to come in. He gets it in time, and Brox is across the wall, suppressed, and will go down. Liquid grabbed the Baron plus a kill.
That is so well played by Liquid. They're waiting for Impact to complete the TP. They secure with the chomp, and they can push up mid lane strong.
He brings in Impact. They got the slow one to Whippo with the open. They do catch up. Karma and Caps is suppressed after the QSS. Doblelift takes him down, the second kill to come through. Baron on, 5 versus 3, nothing should stop Liquid now.
So Team Liquid can push into the base. That Elder Drake is also spawning for them in case Fnatic managed to wave clear and stall the game, but it's just Reckless here with the damage.
And you have to think Liquid is just going to go for the throat. They could potentially end the game here with multiple tanks and only 3 members alive.
This is going to be the team fight that might decide the game. Whippo suppressed, QSS out, stays alive. Caps the far right side, Redemption buys some time as Whippo does in fact fall. Impact needs to kite back, still 2,000 health left on him. Reckless forced to flash away. He can no longer fight. A huge ulti from Hylissang, but it's not enough damage. There's no follow through as Liquid will secure an Elder for free.
Yeah, Reckless had to go out. Caps is not with the team there as he was still down, and Liquid get the kills, they get the 5-stack Elder, they still have Baron for a minute. There is waves pushing in on all sides, and you have to think, this is it.
This is it. They got a massive buff now. They've been winning 2 fights in a row. Doblelift at the moment on this Jhin is sitting on 840 AD. He will destroy the objectives.
Elder Dragon plus the Baron still on for a few more seconds, and 2 respawns still 15 seconds away. A single turret in the Nexus. Stand between Liquid and staying alive. Reckless pops for the speed, looks for some damage. Reckless not going to be able to join the fight easily as Caps will fall yet again. Suppression is there. You can't outplay point and click spells. A kill comes through and Liquid stays alive.
Such an important game from Team Liquid. They go back to the Jhin. The champion they actually abandoned after day 1. But they win the lane. They play around Doblelift so effectively, and they take down all those outer turrets.
And the Malzahar pick, so critical here for Pobelter. So much of Fnatic's strength in this tournament has been Caps. He is on the Karma. He is on the supportive pick. No advantages to be gained there in the mid lane against Pobelter, who played it more than well enough to neutralize.
And that's just a big, big question mark regarding the game plan from Fnatic coming into this.